Coming up next, we have the Wandsworth Sunday roast. So stick around for that.
Join Elliot Stewart and his special guest. Be there with your ears. Okay, now, wow, I am very excited. So excited, I can't actually hide it. Sunday. Yes, you're listening to the show that does for you what you do to the show. But currently, we have many guests.
Rating my posture.
That's good. Okay, so anyway, so you all ready? You're all read up, are you?
Yeah. They're very funny. It's the best sketch you've ever written.
Oh, thank you. That's good. Cheers.
Conor and I were rolling about.
Yeah, I nearly had an accident.
You know that laughing? You know that laughing, and you think you might never stop.
I did have an accident.
Oh, it's just such an honour to do your stuff, Elliot.
It's a real honour, really. Wow, thank you. So,
we get home, we sit down, and the first thing we did was we read through the new sketches, and they're really funny.
Oh, nice to hear it. So, do you... Good, right, okay, so run through?
Yeah, absolutely. So, which parts are we at?
Oh, well, Joe, you play Joe, and Conor, you play Conor.
Oh, okay.
It's not much of a stretch, but all right, yeah.
Hang on.
What?
Well, if you've read this already, how do you not know who you're playing?
Oh, no, we read both. We just swapped it around.
Yeah, exactly what he said there. We just wanted to know what you had in mind.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
So what does this line mean?
Which one?
The first one.
Hang on, you said that you laughed loads, you rolled around and lolled all over the place. If you didn't know what to say, how do you not know how to say the first line?
Is it wind like the weather or wind like a clock?
I don't think you've looked at this at all.
We have.
Okay, what's it about?
It's about 2 pages.
Don't help her.
It's
don't peek. No, put the pages down.
It's funny.
And
2 pages. And there are 2 characters in it called Conor and
Joe. No conferring.
Joe. There's a character called Joe.
You cheated. He helped you. You cheated.
I didn't. Joe. There's a character called Joe, and she.
Stop looking.
She lies about having read a script she was given, and.
You just looked at that. You looked at the end.
And then she comes up with a way of getting out of it, like in a meta sort of way.
You're looking at the end. I can see you doing it.
You couldn't make it up. Look, there's an elephant.
Conor,
punchline.
Yeah, I know, you're reading it too. You read ahead to the punchline.
Sorry, Elliot. Look, okay, I admit, we didn't look at the sketch this week. We forgot.
You should have said.
But the look on your face when we said it was funny. Oh, you shone.
Do you forgive us?
Okay. But watch out, because next time I might, write a sketch about what's happening right now.
Well, we could do one of ours.
Yeah, that now is so not happening. I do the sketches here. You're writing, more likely that a passing circus will drop by.
You couldn't make it up. Look, there's an elephant.
See, that's a top punchline. Okay, so now, meanwhile, it is I think it's the 11th, isn't it, today, of November? Or something, quite a serious day, and we have an interview happening right now over there relating to it.
Well, remember the something of November, the moment in the trench lines in France, everyone started playing football. Quite what with, some say balls, others say it did happen, but currently a most controversial figure is French World War I historian and flog slug blug Mogati type, Madame Poppy Rouge.
It is Rouge Rogue.
Oh, that's me red in the face. So, I can see that you were wearing one of your infamous creations today.
Oui, it is a tribute to the brave boys in the World War II.
And World War I.
I did not know there was a prequel.
No, World War II, second.
I thought it was 2, as in as well, another World War II. Again, you know? No,
you didn't. You said, I don't know if there was a prequel. World War I came first. You mean 2 as in 2, not 2? 2 as a sequel to 1, not 2 as 2, not 2.
No, you said like a train.
Well, I'm not chuffed.
Chuffed?
Like most people who take offence at your outfit.
It is simply red puppies.
And that is all. You are starkers underneath.
Well, if you were FIFA, they would all have to come off.
Well, I can see an advantage to that, or disadvantage.
I would wear the white puppies, but they are...
they're too pretentious.
No, to see through. I am not an exhibitionist.
Despite your recent decision to turn yourself into a living sculpture called Look at Me, based on the Jerry Halliwell song of the late 1990s.
Yes, I base my work on disasters and travesties, and her solo career is right up there with 911 and small magnums that you buy in boxes at Iceland, and I have a nice body.
911? You mean 9/11?
No, 911 is a joke by the public enema.
Public enemy?
What did you call me? I was on the front of the Daily Mail. That is it. I shall leave. I didn't come here to be insulted. I have a special room for that where I simply flick these at my own reflection.
Well, thank you for coming along to the studio.
Would you like a puppy?
No.
Take one.
I don't.
Take one from the top.
No, it's embarrassing. It's like those cardboard bag of peanuts, KP. You get used to it in the pub every time you bought a bag a little bit more of the page 3 stunner would come off. It really puts me off me nuts.
Look, take a puppy and I will donate money to the needy cause.
What, the Don't Embarrass Studio presenter live on our fund?
I am often fought over by big men, and this will stop the conflict.
When will the end be in sight? Oh no, don't, I really shouldn't go. Oh, nuts!
Oh, yeah.
We love Wandsworth, Wandsworth Radio.
Oh, my leg! Did you see that? That car that just ran into me? He's getting away now. Come back! Ow!
Cheer up, mate. It'll never happen.
That's happened again! What? It just did. My leg. I think it's broken.
Oh, get over. Worse things happen at sea.
What are you, Poseidon?
Well, I'm just saying, you need to get over it.
I can't get over anything. My leg's broken.
You don't know that. Have you ever had your leg broken?
No.
You see, so how do you know that now? It's probably just hurting a little bit.
A lot. It is broken.
You don't know! Now, I've had my leg broken and I know what it feels like.
You know, I can quite easily recreate that moment for you right now. Only, you know what? I can't because my leg is broken.
It isn't.
It is.
Look, it's just not your day, I get that.
Oh.
But there's no point in seeing the worst of the situation. Look, I'll give you a lift.
Okay, well, to the hospital.
Home. You just need to put it in some water.
Water. I'm not Flowers. I haven't bruised my finger either. It's my leg.
Which one?
The broken one.
The one that's floppy, or the one that's sticking up at a weird angle?
It's the one that hurts. The angle one.
Oh, yeah. That one might be broken.
Oh, now she agrees.
Well, I was just saying, it could be worse. Your cat might have died. Your aunt might have eaten the cat, and your uncle might have killed your aunt in a jealous rage because he really liked the cat and he wants to eat it first. Normal stuff.
Could you just call for an ambulance?
That's the negative way you're thinking from the bottom of a half-empty glass. Well, it just heals itself. It sets itself straight. If you take it all the way to the hospital, it's a lot of fuss over one little leg.
Okay, well, the other one hurts too. It aches a bit. Probably okay.
See, positive thinking. Do you want a Kit Kat?
Yeah. Cheers.
I'll just, I've got it in my pocket. Oh, wait. Oh, the packet looks a bit crunched up. Do you think it might be broken?
Well, I'm sure it's fine. It's just chocolate.
Well, it's not like a Twix. They're not separate. This is serious. I'm going to ring Thornton's and see if they can reattach it.
Could you ring for a hospital first thing? Could you ring for the hospital?
Hello?
Hospital?
Thornton's?
Anybody?
It's an emergency. I know Kit Kat isn't actually your field, but I think it's been broken. Oh, you can. Brilliant. I'll text over my location.
Oh, the ambulance. My leg. Thornton's?
Only kidding.
Oh, you mean... Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, they hung up. Thornton's don't deal with Kit Kat. Now, what's the number for Cadbury?
So people are wondering, why on earth was I playing that song? Well, I'll tell you why. That was Rainbow Toes again, because last week we had My Mates Are Primates, which is their official single, and that isn't the B-side, if they do B-sides anymore, I don't know, but that is from Breakfast at Avalon, and that's A Lovely Day to Die, so that goes out to Freddie Valentine, who sings on that track with someone else, but he hasn't told me who it is. Okay, so meanwhile, somewhere else.
Here you go. Here are your keys.
Thank you.
So basically, it was.
How much?
Well, the brake pads is atrophied, and the hell.
Oh, good. Yes. How much?
About 7%. But
How much money?
don't you want to know what needed doing?
No.
What you pay for? I got a list. So first the wheel bearing
Yeah,
was.
good, great. Here's my card. Now, all the paperwork. Now, how
Don't
much
you
that-
want to?
No, I don't. No, don't want to.
I've got all this paperwork.
Lovely, very neat. Yes, good. Yeah.
Are you telling me you're not going to read all this?
Just the number on the bottom.
But the carburettor.
Don't start.
Well, it does start, thanks to me.
No. Can we not do it?
Do what?
The bit where you go through all the repairs that my car needed in elaborate detail, and I just nod along like I know what you're talking about.
Why?
Because I don't.
Don't what?
Know what you're saying. Yes, it's my car. Yes, I put petrol in it. And oil. Yes, it gets me from A to B. And when it doesn't, I take it here.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know what you do to make it go again. But you do, and it does. But if I pay you... Look, actually, I'll pay you an extra 20 if you remove the service of telling me exactly what and where it went wrong. It's more painful than a head-on collision, as it reminds me how much I don't know.
Oh, I see. Right. You should have gone for a different package, mate. The own brand, rather luxury service. You lose all the detail, but also the chumminess and banter. Is that right?
Oh, can we? Yes. If that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Oi, ugly! Is this yours, the Ford Fiesta?
Yes.
Here's the keys, catch.
Oh,
Right, that's 230 plus 40, you loser.
no problem. There you go. Thank you very much.
Whatever. So, I see you've read news before, but not worked in retail.
Yep, I have at least 10 years not in retail.
Very good. Most impressive, though. Really? You expect me to believe you managed to avoid stepping foot in a job in any shop? You must have hidden skills.
Yeah, superpowers, if you like. Reading the news requires skill, so you can see why I'd be ideal.
Yes, your sneakiness, your resolve, which is very handy. My tummy was playing up. Now, I looked at your CV, and it was A-OK and in 3D.
I have depth.
So I'm going to hand you a news item to read, but you must add the items I'm holding up. Right, here we go.
Today, the president was greeted by his vice president and, sorry, you've not produced anything yet.
Sorry, I got my hand stuck. Okay, got it.
Okay, start again. Today, the president was greeted by his vice president and some old gum and fluff.
And?
Today, the president was greeted by his vice president and, Sorry, I don't see anything. Do you want me to make stuff up? Today, the president was greeted by his vice president and a dinner date with you and me, plus a cuddle later.
Wait, where are you getting that from?
Today, the president was greeted by his vice president and me in some scanty underwear. That's you. You're thinking that.
Haha! Your psychic powers are revealed.
I didn't know. I have powers?
Like post-credit scenes in Marvel movies not making any sense on the first viewing, Custard is only one letter away from being either flustered or dusted. It is clear you can join my school for gifted. Let me introduce me to you. I'm me, and I'm Professor Xeon, and you have passed the test.
I'm a mutant?
Are you? Oh, gross. Yucky.
But I have these powers.
Yes, you're mutated. Yuck, I hate that word. Does that mean you've got a web something or a fourth eye?
You mean third?
See, you do have powers. Only you would know there is no fourth eye.
I think you're talking out of fourth eye, but it makes sense. I've always felt like a different type, and I can tell the difference between different types of felt.
Your powers need a makeover. They need to be refined, and the first thing is drop the title mutant, very on PC. Today we are meta-humans.
It's a bit knowing.
Less postmodern meta, more or less mutant. Now get into this spandex and show me your moves.
You're kidding, right?
I'll put mine on if it helps. Remember, with great power comes great sexual responsibility.
I'm going.
You see, I know you do that. Oh, my shit. Okay, not that.
And that was a very brief excerpt from the next new Marvel movie, which is Professor Xavier Reveals All. But basically, at the moment, we're about to reveal. I hope you are enjoying the show. It's available on all devices, lamps, microwaves, shoehorns, but not on the net. No, that's what they would expect, hiding in plain sight. But however, meanwhile, we have our tech expert, Deirdre Diva. If there's a way to get it out there, if you pardon the expression, jump on the viral train and on track for success. She's not just the ticket, but a bus and the mad lady collecting the metros to make a hat on the bus. And sorry, I'm going off on one really. But also, she is slightly like the tiny 008 Smiths that only serves hot pasties, but only sells a few papers and a few random books for some reason. Now, how would you say is the best way to make sure that the people hear the show with their ears?
Oh, best would be in its true state.
Oh, how do you mean?
Raw, honest, not some kind of best bit, more the loose edges, all the boring bits, the dead air with the glitches, like nature intended. Imagine a catwalk model with no makeup in a stained pair of tracksuit bottoms, eating a pot noodle. Well, ignore that. Just plonk your show out there without editing out the mistakes. Or stuff that doesn't work, less refined, more real.
But wouldn't that make it, well, it would look, well, unprofessional, compared to slick, more famous edited stuff?
Oh, no, it will make it unique.
Isn't this a way of making more amateur productions, make them sound, well, not very good?
No, it's more honest and modest. You don't want everyone to see your work.
I do.
Well, I don't care. I only came on this show because I thought it was already a hit. Now I discover you're just faking it.
I never said this show was big.
By the fact that you asked me on it, you must think you are which you're not.
Okay, well, fine. Is there some kind of instant clique app or a popular preference setting where whatever you do is listened to?
Yeah, but only for those who know.
Know what?
What?
What is it?
Well, if you don't know, you should.
Well, I'd like to.
Like or want or need.
All three.
You sound very desperate.
I just like my stuff to be out there, in the right places, in the right way, heard by, the right people.
Well, you won't with that attitude.
What attitude?
You want it too much. Be casual.
Okay, or this is me being casual, How?
Not telling.
Look, I think you're just keeping the inexperienced in their place.
I don't know what you mean.
Clearly, by presenting shows in that unique format, it's making the new talent in an unfunded sort of Iron way fun, but not sounding professional or money-worthy.
If the show is slick already, surely it won't need a shine. But good luck. Love the show.
Do you? So you'll post on your site so everyone will tune in?
Not so much. You're not famous.
Yet?
No, that is way off, as in to say never happening.
Well,
You're not box office.
No, well, if you've enjoyed that interview, you can listen to it again on the back of a wasp, or near a bin, or housed between ambition and dreams. What's the point? I mean, I think I'll just go back to shouting my jokes in my underpants on Norwich in a train station.
Oh, can you mention my successful podcast? Over 1 million listeners.
You know what? No.
What?
Right, take a seat, everyone. I don't mean steal furniture. Well, though, actually, that old sofa, you can have it if you want it. I've never really cared for it. Not because it never cared for me, because it isn't stylish. I hate sofas. They remind me of my mother. She hated sofas too. She had one just like that, only smaller, different colour. The arms were longer, and it had his and hers matching ashtrays, tassels, and it squeaked a bit. But enough of my family history. You and I and me are here to discuss the future of this firm.
Oh, just the one.
I meant firm the film, I should say, in a plural sense.
Sorry?
Why are you apologising for him? Are you an item?
Just two, actually.
Oh, I should explain this is Jake, and he has a skill.
Just the one?
Very good. Very good, sir, indeed. He puts the funny bits into superhero movies. Just when the film looks like it's taking itself too seriously, you call on this guy.
I see.
With your eyes.
It's a bit annoying.
Which bit?
Well, it's something he can't help. It's a condition. Banta quipinolopo. It's quite harmless.
He knows that this is a serious meeting,
If anything, that doesn't help. The more serious the moment, the more he just comes out with them. It eases the tension, you see.
But tension is good. It keeps us alert.
Where should we put them?
Put what?
Alert.
I'm sorry, I can't do this meeting if he's going to keep doing that.
No, there is a way. You just have to be funny. Do a joke so there's no tension to break. Do a bit.
I don't do a bit.
If you don't, he will keep quipping every time and every which way you say anything.
But that's annoying. What if I want to make a relevant point or discuss an uncomfortable issue? Is he just going to bounce up and down like some crickety, Christmassy Cracker Jack box every time I say something?
That was a weird analogy.
Yeah, it didn't really come out right. Anyway, I'm not a writer. Words, they're your forte.
Well, life begins at 40.
Oh, gosh. Okay, he's gone up a level. He's saying things that sound like jokes, but they're not.
Uncle.
They aren't. They aren't.
Or Uncle.
Is it bad?
Imagine the worst pun ever, and at the wrong time and the wrong place, and it's slightly more than that, but by a vast number that hurts to think about.
Tell him he'll hurt if he keeps this up.
I will try to talk to him.
Tell him he's funny, that he doesn't have to be all the time or any time, like most of the sitcoms of the last 20 years. You get me?
Oh, come on. The first series from Randa's quite good.
Oh, gosh, you did it. He broke out of it. Just mentioning other funny comedies and other comedy writers. It all makes just like an opinion pop out.
So we can get on.
What a bus. Oh, no. I've got it now.
As long as it's not catching. Though you can catch a bus. Oh, dear. They sound almost, but not quite a joke. Have I been affected?
No, you're just working for the BBC.
Wandsworth Radio.
We were just talking about lobsters. As you do. It's a Sunday.
Oh.
Sunday roast. You might have some lobsters. We were talking, Nick Lawrence, who's been our wonderful musical guy today. He was telling us about a Nazi bomb. Other right-wing organisations are available in the past and in the future. Let's not talk about America. And basically, don't talk about this. Don't, Mrs. Why, Frankie Howard is going to help us.
Not.
No. Oh, don't. See, look at that. You fell off your high horse, didn't you? Yeah.
I did.
Okay, so we were talking about lobsters for some reason, and it's Sunday
not
roast.
Jane Mansfield.
Not Jane Mansfield. No, that's the worst job I've ever had. Let's not go there.
No, Derek and Clive.
No, stop, cease.
Stop.
There's a stop button. Anyway,
Stop.
so what is the worst thing you've ever eaten? No, what is the worst thing you've ever had for Sunday roast? Because I used to go around to my parents' house and they serve out this lovely stuff, but there'd be flies everywhere. Don't ask, I don't know. But with the pardon, yes, they used to serve up this food in a hostess trolley. The thing keep things sort of warm and soggy for hours.
Overcooked veg.
Exactly.
Oh,
So, Sara,
horrible.
you come from America.
Well, America and France and England.
Everywhere.
So
I was going to say, from an American perspective or from a less than UK perspective, our food over here, kind of all right, really. What's the best thing what could you recommend? What's the
on a
loveliest meal
Sunday.
you've had?
But the thing is that you would have on a Sunday in America is Sunday brunch.
Oh, right,
which
yes.
is just an amazing meal. I wish we did it over here. It's like something between lunch and breakfast. So it has all your favourite breakfast dishes and all your favourite lunch dishes.
In a smoothie, so you can just drink it.
Shut up. No, shut up. No.
sorry.
In a buffet table. What do they call that?
A buffet
Buffet
table.
table, yeah. It's the
Okay,
same. It might be
and-
larger in American, but it's the same
exactly,
thing.
and it's all you can eat. So my childhood memories of
That's a
Sundays
challenge. When they say
is
all
go
you can
and
eat.
all you can and then go home.
All you can
with
keep down for a
tummy
fiver.
ache.
Yes.
You would eat so quickly, though. When you have all you can eat, you kind of go, and then go, oh, God, I can't
It's
believe
not a
that.
time
right.
thing.
That's
It's not.
right.
I know.
In 10 seconds, you have to
You could
eat.
just eat
That
a
would be
lot.
good if you went to a restaurant and they said you can have this whole meal, but you have to eat it in 5 minutes.
But
Go!
We don't
Eat it now.
have brunch here.
We do.
in the
do,
UK.
yeah. We do
Where?
have brunch
Where?
all over the show.
Where? Show me where there's brunch.
They do a good brunch at the Duck and Waffle, I believe. They do a
Yeah,
Where's
brunch.
that?
that's
in
a
Heron
made-up
Tower.
pub, the Duck
where?
and Waffle.
The Heron Tower. It's it's
Oh,
right
my
up
goodness.
high in the city.
That'll be
They do them all over the
expensive,
place.
and you have to be in the city.
Because
Yeah,
all
they
I
do them all over
eat
the
when I
place,
come here
honestly.
to Wandsworth, I eat chips and orange juice at the Latchmere's. They're advertising in Wandsworth there.
Yes,
but
the Latchmere's nice.
Lovely.
it's nice, isn't it?
Yes,
They
the
open
food
at
is
12,
quite
so,
good.
Okay,
Quite
yes.
good. It has quite a nice atmosphere and a jolly good theatre.
But last week
upstairs.
I didn't get my
Don't I
chips.
sound
and
English for an American?
Yes. How long have you been
Prez.
here for? I don't mean in the studio.
Ever since I was 16.
Ah.
And the thing is, I went to RADA. They did teach me to speak properly.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Proper. And I do have a European passport, actually, not an American one.
Good for you.
I've lost every right to live in America.
Brilliant.
I know, but my family is still there. It's a bit sad.
My passport
I can't
is.
join
I
them.
need to. My passport is out of date now. It went
Is
out
it?
this year, and I keep forgetting it's stuck by the fridge. And what disasters do you need your passport for?
You better
Fleeing the country.
reapply.
I haven't. I forgot.
But you
just
could
do it.
apply
You can do it
for
now.
a European passport.
Yeah,
because
everywhere.
there's this whole thing now that we're applying to Europe for an EU passport, which a lot of the Brexiters are really angry about, which I don't understand
Political
why
things,
they would
political
be.
alarms going
Why
off.
should they be angry?
Yeah.
You like political stuff.
It's like QI or something.
You don't like political stuff.
I think we can take the mickey, but I think apparently we're not allowed to have any bias. So if we have to have balance. So if we say something nasty about one person, we have to sort of say, but Jeremy Corbyn is a god,
But
or whatever it
can
is.
we say,
Yes. Can we?
honestly, that Boris Johnson said he was going to make a Titanic success out of the Brexit?
There you go.
Isn't that a good one?
And they say he doesn't get irony.
I just hope he goes down with the ship.
Well, we're going to have to
And
see
will
about
he
that.
do that before or after he lies down on the runway?
I do not know.
At
Biting
Heathrow.
satire here live
It's
on
not
Wandsworth
satire,
FM.
it's just what
The
I'm
truth.
feeling about Boris.
Yes.
Buffoon Boris.
But he makes a really nice quiche. Point this out. He's a really good cook. I'm
Is he?
I'm trying to get balance. We're saying horrible
Yes,
things
he's
about
a
him.
good cook.
He's a great lover.
You can tell because he
Yes.
likes to eat. You can tell by his waistline that he likes to
He
cook.
also gets on his bicycle, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does. Boris's bike. Oh,
Yeah.
God. On your bike, love.
On your bike, Boris.
On
Okay.
your bike,
See you,
Boris.
Boris. See you now. Bye then.
Take us for a ride, Boris.
Well, someone is about to take us.
Daisy,
Oh, he's off. She's off
Daisy,
now. We haven't got the
give me
copyright
your
for that.
answer, do.
Sarah,
I'm crazy. Oh, for the love
not
of
half
you.
full crazy.
It won't
Right.
be a stylish
We don't have the
marriage.
copyright for this.
I
Please
can't
stop her.
afford a carriage, but you'd look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two.
Can we kiss clapping so you can stop now? Because, now, yes, hello. Now, as much as I love the wonderful world of radio, I decided last week to watch a new show on E4. So I sat down and...
Oh my God, Elliot, are you all right? It's E4.
yeah.
Careful, you're 44.
Well, no. Well, yeah, 45 soon.
Get
Yeah.
him a chair. Get him a chair. 2 cushions, tea, and a blanket.
I'm all right.
Oh, you think that, but you don't know. Now, lie down. What were you thinking?
Well, it was a show about 2 girls chasing demons. Lazy face or crazy head or brains or something. And
It's not for you. It's not
Oh.
for you. Ah, the blanket. Put this around you. And do we have some slippers? Oh, thanks. No, it's not for you. It's dangerous for anyone born before the Spice Girls. And if you were in your 20s, in the 90s, we need you to get to hospital straight away. Breathe.
Okay.
Breathe. Can you still breathe?
Well, yes. It was a bit like Buffy, right? But a bit edgier, but more swearing. I mean, lots of 80s homaging. It's quite cool. And,
Cool.
yeah.
Someone over 30 said that something on E4 was cool. This is serious. You need to forget what you've seen now.
Well, should I have said sick?
You're sick, but not in that way. You need to stop. Stop right away.
Wait. No, I want to see the season finale.
That program wasn't made for you.
Oh.
Do you know how much trouble you'll cause? If you put anything about this online, E4 will know. It'll come and find you.
Right. What's the worry?
They specifically made shows for a demographic that don't know better. Edgy, as you
Yeah.
said, sweary, yes, but not for... Wait. What else have you been watching?
Sergeant Bilko, Heidi High, Poirot, old 60s Star Trek,
Oh, phew, thank goodness that was a close one.
the Westworld, Danger Mouse and Thunderbirds, the remakes. So why aren't you worried about them? I mean, they're new.
The stuff like that, that's fine. Remakes, reboots of old stuff.
But crazy facey head thing, I mean, that's it. That's just a remake of ITV's Demons. Do you remember that? That was really bad. But it was a bit Buffy as well, a bit too, you know.
No.
Oh?
TV shows that are young but rip off old things from 20 years ago subtly, they are off limits to you.
Oh.
Promise you won't watch it again. Promise me.
But it was good fun.
Were you watching it ironically or seriously?
Just watched it.
Oh, dear.
It had tone issues, and the humour was very base. And the plot was a bit generic, and the acting was, well, no worse than I've ever seen on Doctors. But it was addictive and cool. Sorry, sick or wicked or whatever. I mean, it was good.
You mustn't!
What?
E4 new UK shows are like baby food. It's for those who haven't developed taste yet. So the shows are like edible but well-designed wallpaper. UK Gold or Dave. That's for you, and don't you forget it.
I might, because I'm old.
Just tell me. Look him in the eye. You stick to BBC Two sitcom repeats or the latest Netflix hype series, please, but it's important.
Okay, Well, hang on. I've been listening to Radio 1. What should I do? Like, clear my ears out?
No! Stick your fingers in them. No one of any age needs to hear that.
Right, yes. Now, that
coming up
was
next, we
a
have
sketch
the
about the fact that I'm
Sunday
old
roast.
and ancient, but it doesn't mean that I don't produce a fantastic radio show with an amazing cast who are Joe Scott and Sara Mason and Conor Darrall and our wonderful musical guest, Nick Lawrence. And there he is. Wow, and coming up next is the World Heartbeat Music, because you've been listening to the show that's not as popular as that one, but one day, maybe, who knows, it might be. But currently, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's amazing, who listened to the show. My coach has turned into a pumpkin, yours hasn't. See you next week listening to me. Cheerio, bye.
Bye.